Hey, nerdy sports fan, we're into week 15 NFL action. We've got the Minnesota Vikings visiting the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, home game for the Chargers don't mean much this season. It's not really a home field advantage when you're playing in a leftover parts stadium waiting for yours to be built. They're a team without a fan base right now, and that's disheartening. I think that has a lot to do with why they're 5-8 right now, honestly. That Bill being a year older, having a bad offensive line, and the defense not being what it was supposed to be. All factors, but I mean, if they had a real home field advantage playing in a real stadium, real facilities, I'd expect them to be playing a lot better than they are right now. Anyways, Vikings have great facilities, a great fan base, and are a great team this year. They just are. Okay, they lost Thielen, their best offensive weapon, and they kept on moving. Cook went down last week, and Alexander Madison comes in and plays admirably. It just doesn't seem to be anything that can derail this offense right now. They're very, very good. Their defense is stout. You know, there's a reason a team gets to 9-4. It's by beating everybody you're supposed to. And right now, Chargers just happen to be that. Now, the spread on this game is 2.5, and that's actually probably right because Chargers can score points. All right, they got talent on the offensive side. Rivers is still throwing the ball to Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, and Austin Eckler and Melvin Gordon out of the backfield are both very talented, and they've got good tight end play. There's a lot of talent on that squad. They just need a better offensive line to let the talent shine. And doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon. Anyways, the Vikings will do extremely well. Cooks is healthy. You know, he's not looking like a guy who's going to sit out in spite of having a real injury scare last week. So he's going to dominate. The Chargers, they're built to play with the lead. Pass rush, defensive secondary. They're not built to stop the run. So, yeah, Cooks is going to go off. He's just going to blow it up. And not really much Chargers can do about it. So, they're going to be from behind, throwing the ball over the field. And with a bad offensive line and a quarterback that's, a year older and less accurate, that's going to be turnovers. So, start the Vikings defense. Prioritize that. They're going to have a great week. They really are. The 2.5 point spread is there because of a known offensive bias for the Chargers. And, people like me who play a lot of fantasy football and know the Chargers players. It's manipulating betting habits. It's not who you think's going to win the spread. So this is one of those games. I think it's just a manipulation of betting habits because the Chargers are a good bet team normally. 7-2. I'm sorry, no, 7-2 against the spread this year. I would say the Vikings are going to beat them by much more than 2.5 points. They're just a better team overall. Great defense, great offense. They're playing on the road, but so are the Chargers. Yeah, one-sided victory. Eckler over Gordon is the best fantasy football advice I can give here. Austin Eckler is a far better receiving threat. And in a game when you're going to be behind, you're throwing the ball a lot. Gordon's going to be riding the pine. He's going to have a terrible game. Eckler is going to go off. Lots of receptions going his way, especially if you're in a PPR league. That's the kind of situation you want. Play from behind, receiving, running back. Great for playing from behind. So, yeah, you're going to start Keenan Allen, bench Mike Williams as usual, but definitely be sure Austin Eckler is in there. On the Vikings side of things, it's really just Cooks, Diggs, and Kirk Cousins. There's definitely better options than Kirk Cousins fantasy football wise. He's more of an emergency backup because, Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, they're a thing, quarterbacks that can move, get some points on the board with their legs. They're just going to be rated better fantasy wise than true pocket passers. Pocket passers can still win games, obviously. Look at what Cousins is doing. But yeah, the mobile quarterbacks of today are much better fantasy options. So check out the other videos I have for more fantasy football advice. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, guys. Thanks.